Hello. So it's the, hang on, someone just sent me a notification. It's the 3rd of January, and after a really shocking, not shocking, it could have been a lot worse, let's face it. It could have been £4 or £5 gain, so 1.5. I should really just get over it. But so today I just went back to basics. I made overnight oats. I was a bit worried about that actually, but it weren't that bad. I could have that, not every day, but I could have that regularly, 2 or 3 times a week. So yeah, and tonight I went out to the shopping centre today, and the kids were like, "Mum, I want a sausage roll." I was like, oh. So I had a ham salad roll, sandwich, brown bread. So I thought, okay, that's fine. It's not McDonald's or KFC, so I'm alright with that. And then I'm now cooking a chicken biryani for dinner. So once it's finished, I'll take a picture. It's actually my Slim & Well consultant's recipe. Oh my God, it's amazing. It's so easy, all in one pot, bish bash bosh, done. 20 minutes, finished. And I love it. And there's loads left over, so I can have some tomorrow for my lunch. But anyway, that's not actually, it's something that's been bugging me. Now somebody put on their Facebook, because there's lots of Facebook groups that you can go onto, and they give you recipes, and people are, it's a massive community, Slim & Well, massive, especially with social media. And one woman, in fact I've noticed now I've mentioned it, I have noticed a lot more people doing it. A woman on there last week or the week before put, I've just been to Fat Club. Now, each to their own. If that's what you want to call it, then that's fine. But for me personally, I don't like that. I don't like that. Now, I don't know, I just don't like the word fat. Because I was bullied as a kid and I was the fat kid. So I don't like that word. I just think it's just not a nice word at the end of the day, and everybody's fighting their own personal battles, so I don't like it. So I kind of got over that post. I just thought, you know, each to their own. If that's what you want to call it, then that's fine. I don't actually know who you are. You're just one person out of the whole spectrum of Slim & Well community. But then today I was scrolling through, and a woman put on a post, and that actually quite choked me up, because I know what this young girl's going through. Anyway, she put up that her daughter has started Slim & Well, not because of the bullies, so she must be being bullied because of how she looks, but she said she's doing it for herself. Now the fact that she's doing it for herself and not for the bullies is incredible. Like, it is so good. If you don't feel comfortable in your skin, then that's amazing. Do it. Do what makes you feel happy. Do what makes you feel comfortable. But the fact that she's being bullied for the way she looks, it's disgusting. Like, why now? In fact, now bullying is a million times worse than what it was when I was at school. Now I'm 31 this year, and when I was the fat kid and I was being bullied at school, there was no social media. There were Nokia 3210s, and that's the era I was brought up in. That there was no social media. There was mobile phones and text messages. There was no WhatsApp. There was no video calls. There was none of that, and I was still bullied through that, if that makes sense. But obviously there was no Instagram, there was no Twitter, there was no Facebook, there was whatever, there was none of this social media. So I only ever dealt with it at school. I was only ever bullied at school. Whereas now, this poor kid is being bullied 24/7. Well, I'm assuming there are kids out there, this girl might not particularly, but there are kids out there that are being bullied 24/7 for the way they look. Why? Nobody's perfect. Nobody is the same. If we were all the same, this world would be boring. I wouldn't be sitting here doing this. or all of us would be sitting here doing it. Why is this young kid being bullied for the way she looks? Whether she's big or small, she's a size 8 or she's a size 12, she's a 14, she's a 6. So what? So what? We're all different. I just can't fathom the whole bullying thing for the way she looks. And now the poor kid, I'm assuming that she's maybe 11, 12, because the woman in particular was asking for packed lunch ideas. So I'm assuming primary school, year 5, year 6, or even year 7 or year 8 at high school. Why in this day and age, in the community that we live in, are our children still being bullied for the way they look? It makes you want to lock your kids up in the house and never talk to anyone. It is so sad. So sad. Now, God love her, she's joined Slimming World. She's welcome to our community. Everyone will love her and help her and nurture her and support her. That's what Slimming World's about. We're a family, we are a community. And she's had to come away from kids her age and join a community because of the bullies. What the bullies have done is triggered something in her brain to say, oh, I'm fat. No, you're not fat. I don't even like that word fat. It's horrid. So you're a bit bigger. Listen, I was always the big kid. Always. I still am the big one. Like my friends, I had this one particular friend at I went to 2 high schools. So my first high school, I had this one particular friend. I was so jealous of her. So jealous. In fact, there were two girls, and I just wanted to be them. The way they looked, the way the boys spoke to her, and it was all like, it was pathetic. Looking back now, it was like, really, Sam? Really? But that's what high school does to people. That's what school does. That's what people do. I mean, the girls now, still stunning, still beautiful. They both have beautiful kids, and that's fine. I have found my inner beauty. Now, I might not be a size 2, or not size 2, I'm not in America, a size 8. But beauty comes from within. Now, that's what I've learned. Okay, and I've not joined Slimming World to become prettier or any of that. I've joined Slimming World because I've had 2 kids, and I'm not flipping. I don't go to the gym because who's got time for the gym? I haven't got time for that. I've joined Slimming World because I love my food. Love my food. I remember my mum always tells me this story, even to this day. We used to go to my grandma's on a Sunday for roast. Oh, it was the best roast ever. And I used to walk in her flat, walk in her kitchen, and sit at the table and wait for my food. She could have just put the meat in. We're still waiting 4 hours. I would sit there because I loved my food. Now, I love crap food. But it's just all about, it's personal preference. I've joined Slimming World for my reason. You may have joined Slimming World for your reason. This poor kid has joined Slimming World because the woman said she's done it for herself, but the bullies have made her feel like that. That's not nice. That's what needs stopping. Why should this poor kid feel like she needs to join Slimming World? I just can't deal with that. I just can't. It makes me so angry. So angry. Why are we bullying? We should be empowering each other, especially girls. We should be empowering each other to be amazing in whatever we do, no matter what we look like, no matter how big or how small or how tall or how short. My daughter is 9. She's 10 this year. And I swear to God, my 6-year-old niece is taller than her. Now, before, it used to be, when we used to go shopping, me and my mum and my sister, we all do it. We buy them the same size. Now it's not so much of a problem. Before, it used to be, well, Mum, that's not my age on that label. That's Nancy's age. Okay, that's fine. So we then had to buy 2 and take one back because she had such an inner fear of this. Now, she's like, and what? Because I've taught her that it's fine. It's gonna be fine. Especially when you go out shopping, like, she loves shopping, she loves clothes, she loves shoes. When she gets older and she's still wearing kid stuff and it's half the price of what an adult's is, she's going to be laughing. And that's the sort of thing that I've encouraged her to do. Now, why is this this bullying needs to stop for what you look like. It just makes me so angry. Oh, it just makes me angry. I don't know if anybody else feels like that. If you do, leave me a comment, because I'd love to know what you think and how you feel about it. Is it just me? Am I overreacting? Because I'm very good at doing overreactions. Somehow I don't think so. I don't think I am overreacting. It just makes me very angry. And I think because I've been there, I've been in the fat end. I hate it. That's why I hate the word fat so much. Kids are horrible. And if it is your kid that is the bully, fix them up. Teach them that they should be empowering them, not bullying them because of what they bloody look like. How would they like it if we bloody bullied them? Anyway, I'm going to check on my biryani now because I've been on here for 12 minutes. And I'm hoping I haven't burnt it because I'll be very upset. Because there is enough there for tonight, for me and my husband, and enough for my lunch tomorrow. But yeah. So I suppose it's just life, isn't it? But yeah, leave me a comment. Let me know how you feel. Because I don't want to be the only one to feel like this. I'm sure I'm not. I'm sure I'm not. Just let me know in the comments. Subscribe to my page. Oh, I feel so strange doing that. I've got a bit mad. Anyway, I'm going to go downstairs, like I said, and finish my dinner. I'm also going to film the overnight oats for anybody that is not on Slimming World and that's following me and watching my videos. You might want to try it. It's actually very nice. It did fill me up, come to think of it. My Slimming World consultant said to me, apples and cinnamon. That's the one I want to try. Not tonight though, because I haven't got apples. I've got cinnamon and I haven't got apples. But I'm going to try them. So yes, thanks for watching. Leave a comment on my old bullying situation and we can fight the bullies together. I'll see you tomorrow. I might actually, what's tomorrow? The kids are back at school tomorrow. So I might do some blogging during the day. And then I'll compile it all together into a little video. See you later.